Yeah, absolutely. My name is Craig Owens. I sing for the band D.R.U.G.S, which is an acronym for Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows.
Great, and it's been quite a break on air for D.R.U.G.S this year.
To say the least.
Released the debut album in February, pretty much non-stop touring since then.
Yeah, I mean, this is our third U.S. tour and we're in an arena. So I feel like we're doing okay. Yeah, I mean, we're just really thankful to be where we are, and we're really lucky individuals. We've all done this before, previous bands. So coming together and you know, receiving the reception that we've gotten thus far is just is very humbling and very it's just an amazing feeling. So we're very happy to be where we are.
Awesome. And how is this tour treating you so far?
Absolutely amazing. All the bands are great. The fans are great, and you know, it's always odd when you kind of connect a scene band, DJ, a hardcore band, and a kind of mainstream band, and the fans have just been super receptive, you know, which makes, you know, gives me a little bit of hope for the future, because in my mind a good song is a good song and it shouldn't be all about categories, so country included, and you know, I just everyone's been really receptive, you know. I think like I said, you know, we've all done a lot of touring in the past, and the members of my band, and we've toured with all these kinds of acts before, so we know how to handle it. We know exactly what it is to do to win over new fans, and we continue to do that each and every night and give our all.
Great, and you know, bringing so many, you know, different backgrounds together, how
right.
is it, you know, what can fans expect from the live show? Because we saw you at Warped and it was...
It's the most overwhelming thing ever. When I was choosing the individuals in this band, I wanted to create an all-star band, not a super group, because super groups are often associated with disingenuine values and you know, ethics, and I wanted to find individuals that I believed shined through their own accord in their individual bands, you know, separately and individually, and I wanted to make sure that each of them were on the same page, musically, passionately, where we wanted to go, how we were going to get there, and it just clicked. It really clicked, you know. So to see, you know, every single individual who was once the shining star of their individual bands that have had success all on one stage is pretty overwhelming. And you know, I'm not going to pat myself on the back too much here, but we're very proud of what it is that we've done, and we've still got a lot to prove, so that also helps quite a bit.
Okay, and can you take us through what a typical day on tour is like for you?
You know, this is probably going to be the most boring one that you get. What I do is, I wake up, typically I'm up, you know, I get, from my mother, I get it. I'm an early bird, so I'm typically up by 6 or 7 a.m. I like to grab a coffee, read a book, do something to get my mind going, kind of get my day going. Grab some food, usually at a local diner nearby the venue. If the sun is out, I'll try and walk around and get some vitamin D. That way I'm not stuck in a dark dressing room the entire day. Come back, and I will begin my first workout of the day, and then I will grab some lunch, and then after that, make some phone calls to the people I love back home, try and connect with my friends and my fans online, and do all that kind of stuff. Then after that, maybe try and write a song, and warm up and prepare for the show. Then workout number 2 is right before the set, and then about a half an hour before, 45 minutes to a half an hour before the show, I will do everything within my power to just prep myself mentally. I will think about everything that I'm going through. Music is my therapy. That's why I do this. It's my passion, it's my therapy. And when I get on stage, it's very therapeutic for me. So what I try to do is to get all the anger, the negativity, everything that I feel during that moment in time, in all the situations that occurred throughout my day, and I try and get it out on stage. That way I can walk off stage, kind of hang it up, and walk off with a smile on my face. After the show, typically I will just switch right into my PJs after I'm done, you know, cooling down a little bit. Maybe try and watch a funny movie or something to relax, read a book, and typically I'm in bed by, you know, 9, 10 o'clock, depending on whether or not I'm watching other bands. On a headline tour, that's obviously different, but I'm an early to bed, early rise kind of guy. No partying for me.
Sounds like a pretty good day.
Yeah, I'm very thankful to just continue to be able to do this and consider this my job.
Great, and I know you have a couple of solo holiday shows coming up.
Yes,
too,
I do.
Right?
Yes, I do.
What can fans expect? I heard some holiday themes, right? Christmas.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the ugly Christmas sweater thing. I think I may bring my puppy to one or two, have her dressed up as a little reindeer. You know, maybe I'll dress up as Santa Claus one day and give out presents. I just want to have fun with it. You know, I think one of the main things in life that I really struggled with the first 20 some odd years of my life was taking myself too seriously. And lately, I've been trying to let loose a little bit. So the holiday shows are going to be fun. You know, 16th through the 19th of December. I'm also trying to set it up to where, you know, I have some special things in my sleeve for the shows. Always trying to make it, you know, something fun and exciting like that. So we'll see what happens. As far as themes, I'll announce them over my Twitter, which is just twitter.com/my-name. And I'll probably do it on a more spontaneous level because it's more fun. If people have too much time to plan, then it takes away from the fun of it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Twitter, I know you've been tweeting about some pretty amazing new drugs material.
Yes. Yeah, I actually just wrote a song probably not even 20 minutes ago.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So, anything you can share about it? Any new material?
We are releasing 2 new songs within the next few months. I can tell you that. I can tell you that the pet names are Sharks and We're All Crazy. They probably will not be the actual names. Knowing me, I will come up with something crazy. You know, knowing my guys, we'll come up with something crazy. Not taking all the credit there, but you know, we'll be releasing that, and then I'm busy writing. You know, we go home from this tour in about 9 days. I have 5 solo shows. Really quickly throughout, you know, the holidays. I obviously am a human being, so I will be celebrating the holidays with my family and stuff like that. I have a few trips out to LA for some exciting things, and every moment, you know, I'll be producing almost every single day during that time as well. But you know, I'll also be writing. So I'm a busy guy, but that's how I like it. That's how I like it. So.
Definitely busy.
Yeah, well, it's better than just sitting there and thinking about the things you could be doing in life.
I think all drugs fans agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, it's really only the beginning for drugs too. So what can we expect in 2012?
If 2011 taught me or anyone anything, it's that I'm not going anywhere. You know, I think a lot of people were afraid that I'd fallen off and that I wasn't going to come back. And 2011 showed them exactly where it is that we're headed. And 2012 is going to be the year of drugs, and 2013 is going to be the year of drugs, and so on and so forth. Without being, you know, too cocky or anything like that, I just believe in what it is that we're doing. We're passionate about it. We're doing it for the right reasons, and I think that separates us from a lot of people in the music industry these days. So we are going to reinvent ourselves as much as possible. We're going to continue to come out with new creative ideas. We're going to continue to reach out and connect with the people that have supported us throughout the years, throughout everything that we've done. And 2012 is going to be the year that I believe D.R.U.G.S releases the best material that you know, you've ever heard from any individual in the band. I truly believe that.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah, I can't either. We write music that we want to hear. We write music that we love. So if we didn't feel that way, then you know, there'd be no point to making music.
And 2011 was a big year for another reason too, that it kind of marked your first real foray into acting, right?
Yes. I was approached randomly after a Hollywood show by one of the biggest casting producers that there is, and she said, "Do you want to be in a movie?" And I laughed and kind of didn't take it too seriously because I've had people come up to me and say things before. And I thought maybe it was just someone trying to hang out or something, and turns out she is one of the most amazing women I've ever met in my life, and it was a life changer. I went this summer. I unfortunately had to cancel 3 Warped Tour dates, which will be made up in January and February, I promise. As long as you kept your ticket stubs, we will keep our word, so stop asking. And, you know, I was able to go out and shoot my first movie. I went in and I met with Jules Stewart, who is the producer, director, writer, and you know, I didn't even have to read for the part. I just, she said, "You're it." And my first day, I went toe-to-toe with the main character and I held my own. You know, this isn't something that I'm trying to do to get famous, to get you know, extra attention, anything like that. This is something I've been passionate about for my entire life. I'm not going to be in the Fast and Furious anytime soon. I'm going to do movies that I believe have integrity, and it's something that I cannot wait to share with my fans, because I don't think people really realize how much acting goes into what it is that we do in our daily lives as musicians.
I was going to ask, have you found that the two worlds of music and acting sort of lend themselves to one another?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they go hand in hand. Lifestyles, all the way to performance. And, you know, that's why I think Jared Leto is such an amazing frontman. I think he knows exactly what to do, how to present himself, and how to seem larger than life. And I think that that is something, but also grounded, you know? And I think that that's something that, you know, you learn. And I think that even my quick stint with my first movie taught me so much. I go in December and I begin going to an acting school, the same one that Brad Pitt, Will Smith, all of them went to, and their job is to show me a new perspective of the world, and anything I can learn in life, wisdom, different perceptions, anything that I can learn, I'll soak in like a sponge and I will apply to what it is that I love, and music's always been my #1 passion. So I'm very, very excited to show the world what I'm capable of, because I don't think that anyone would be very, you know, disappointed. Haters gonna hate, but it's gonna be great either way, because I'm doing what I love, and that's why I'm here.
Definitely. But I have to ask, you know, mindset-wise, when you're going on stage to perform versus going into an audition, is there a difference there? You know.
As far as auditions for movies?
Yeah.
Acting. No, because performance, I mean, I could be dressed up like a clown, making jokes and doing cartwheels, and then clean it all off, run on stage, and give the same performance, because I've been doing it for so long. Auditions, I have to prep myself a little bit more mentally, because it's new to me. You know, just like anything. I'm used to having to prove myself, but I'm not used to going into a room and being critiqued by a camera and one person. I'm used to going into a room and trying to convince thousands or hundreds of people to believe in what it is that I'm doing, and that I'm doing it for the right reasons. Give them a good time, inspire, make them feel. So, you know, while they go hand in hand, they're different mindsets going into each individual one. And if anything, the audition process has prepped me, and I believe excelled my frontman persona.
Great, definitely good.
Yeah.
And we are Pop Culture Menace,
right.
So we love that you're going into multiple art forms here.
Right.
You're a big horror movie fan, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my first band was named after a horror movie. There's a million references in my life throughout my musical career that you can attach horror movies to if you look at the covers of all my albums. I mean, just everything.
Right, so is that the maybe genre that you would continue with acting?
It depends. A lot of the time, you know, first of all, there's nothing cooler than being killed in a movie, you know what I mean? And that's pretty awesome. But, you know, I do have a very, very high standard when it comes to storylines. And I believe that a lot of the horror movies of today lack depth and storylines that are truly intriguing and artistic. So, you know, David Lynch comes up to me and says, hey, you want to be in a movie? Yes, I'm down. Would that be the dream? Absolutely. But I'm going to stick to things that are a bit more artistic. The movie I just shot is a very realistic horror type movie. It's very dark. And I mean, you definitely won't see me in a Judd Apatow movie anytime soon. You know? And you know, but who knows? We're going to see what happens when I go into acting school. Maybe by that time, I'm going to see the world in such a different perspective. I'll be able to pull anything out. You know, when I was growing up, I did a lot of acting. I did musical theater nonstop. I did so many musical theater things, and I was actually always the comedy role because I was always the ham. And you know, you know, always the attention getter, the guy that stood out, and that's kind of what led me to do the frontman thing. And you know, so we'll see where my acting career takes me. It's just beginning, and I absolutely cannot wait to show, like I said, the world what I'm capable of, whether it be horror, serious, drama, or you know, we'll see.
Great. And to give you a chance to be a little inventive here and combine film and drugs,
right?
If your self-titled debut album, Drugs,
right,
were the soundtrack to a film, what would the film be like?
The film would probably be a lot like, I mean, I would probably say if Eraserhead and Chasing Amy had a baby, it would be like that, because there's so much drama, but there's so much dark, artistic feel to it. Yet hidden, intelligent, double personality. It's, you know, it's exactly what it sounds like. I mean, it's this you know, the living that comes with Chasing Amy and all of the chaos of it. But you know, the really artistic, dark feeling of Eraserhead.
Great. Well,
yeah.
Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Absolutely, pleasure's all mine.
Do you have a final message for your fans and the visitors of PCM?
Just know that you know, Drugs isn't going anywhere. If you haven't heard of it yet, please check it out. And you know, go ahead, tell a friend, and know that we'll be seeing you soon, and that we absolutely can't wait. And bye.